Hello, it's been a while. I'm going to try and do more videos in 2019 because I'm going to try and get all my creative stuff going a bit more um, and get back into the music more because I haven't done any recording properly or anything for ages. So there we go. I'm ignoring about whether to put this on YouTube at all because, but then I guess the whole authentic bit is supposed to be about putting yourself out there in your vulnerability, so it probably will go up. We learn the most through relationships, I suppose, whether that be loving relationships or narcissistic codependent relationships or whatever, parents, partners. There are aspects of ourselves that we see in the mirror of other people, and healing through difficult circumstances sometimes. I've been going through an interesting learning experience, I guess is the best way I can put it. And my own integrity, my own needs. When we feel we're going against our own integrity to fulfill our needs, it's all part of the human journey, really, isn't it? And also how our expectations on people, like parents. This is about me and my dad, basically. The relationship's never been easy because he's had his stuff to deal with and I've had my stuff to deal with, and the two clash harshly, and often the truth isn't said, which is the sad thing. And that grinds me from my perspective anyway. I don't know about his. And so I'm embracing this weekend's Pluto-Mars energy to get a bit of astrology in there. And actually, I'm just going to read something from Radiant Astrology. I like her work; it's great, and she does the little snippets for most of the days of the week. And so, Pluto is transformation and death and rebirth, all that sort of thing, and Mars is sort of like the warrior, it's going in guns blazing sort of thing, and they're square each other this weekend, so take it easy a little bit. It's an intense weekend, and you'll see from my song how it's not normally as light and fluffy as the ones that are normally out there. And so, yeah, from Radiant Astrology, power and force are amplified as warrior Mars squares authoritative Pluto in stern Capricorn. Capricorn is like our authority and boundaries and politicians, all that sort of rubbish. We may dig in our heels in our authority to shield against aggression. Or, if we are feeling powerless, it may trigger an aggressive force within us. Pluto is the realm of the subconscious, and these intense drives call for conscious creative direction, or they can possess us entirely. The Sabian symbol is, by accepting defeat gracefully, a general reveals nobility of character. Inner spiritual nobility is forged by apparent defeat, transformed through grace. As ever, money is a great power dynamic to help us work upon ourselves, and that's been a contentious place in our relationship, and at times I've wanted to scream and shout at my dad and call him all the things under the sun for not being there when I was younger, and even when he was there, it wasn't great. And yet, as he gets older, I see a very scared man, a man who's confronted by his choices, and as much as I want to rage, it's that as she said, a general reveals nobility in character. As Dad isn't a conscious being. He's not spiritually trying to evolve. He's just is who he is. He's at his place, sort of thing. There's no judgment about that. But as a conscious person who's researching astrology and wanting to evolve through the transits that we're in, and being aware of what they are showing in my inner world, as much as I want to scream and shout, there is the voice in me of compassion and sadness, that I see a very empty man that's lost all of his power, and though at moments tries to enforce it through shaming and toxic behaviour. But he sees his loneliness now, for the first time in his life. I think I've heard him say the words, "I miss you, son, please come home. I feel better when you're around," So hard, because there is a little inner Andy who has wanted those words for 45 years of his life, but the motives are selfish, because he feels better when I'm around. The version of me he knows that helps him feel better. We don't talk about my sexuality. We don't talk about anything like that, because that's never been a dynamic in our relationship. So there's some powerful energies around this weekend, and so here's the song I've written. Out of it, there's a bit of a phoenix rising. I think I'm proud of how brave my inner Andy has been in asking for help when he's needed it, and putting himself through some pretty tough situations. Maybe because I haven't done enough myself to enable my own creativity, and that's something I've got to look at about myself. I liken myself to a whore in this song, and I'd like to apologise to whores, because whilst writing it, I felt that actually you probably have more integrity than I have. So don't take it personally, but it just sort of fitted. Give me some creative license. Okay, so here we go. Okay. I feel like a whore 'cause I took your money. I feel like a whore 'cause I took your money. I feel like a whore 'cause I took your money. But then I think some more, and the whore has more integrity. Even though I know you're a man of great perversion. Even though I know you're a man of great neglect. the age you were when you took her down to bed. No one around, so you took from her instead. 7 years old, she lay there as if dead. Now never told, she found peace in her death. Son, I need you now, I'm old. The things you say now are dead, a selfish wish. I feel like a whore, 'cause I took your money. I feel like a whore, 'cause I took your money. I feel like a whore, 'cause I took your money. Yes, that's a bit deeper than usual. Yeah. Part of my thinking is because of the narcissistic, codependent relationship I had with my parents. And their toxic words are stronger than my ability to love myself unconditionally. And so I congratulate little Andy for being so strong through situations that maybe I shouldn't have taken him through. But we learn through those relationships and those lessons, and onwards and upwards. Much love, and hopefully more astrological truths, songs, and love. So much love, as Guy Batchelor would say, in the future. See you soon.